Hey guys, we got our latest release of the Stanley Cup playoff cards. I also want to touch on Team of the Season as I got an update from you guys from EA. So let's get into first all of the new Stanley Cup releases featuring one of my favorite players. Starting first with the 90 overall Curtis McElhenney, 6'2", 205. So, on the smaller side in terms of what you want for an endgame goaltender, someone that that you could use competitively. Does have decent aggression at under 80, but unfortunately still the same kind of situation with all other goalies. Unless he's around 6'4" and above, it's going to be really hard. And he doesn't have like the high-end 90s skill to make up for the fact that he's not over 6'4". It's just going to be too difficult for going up against cards that have 99 accuracy and whatnot. So unfortunately, this would be an avoid for me. Following him, we've got the 90 overall Dmitri Mironov, 6'4", 224. That is end game size. Unfortunately, he's only got 95 speed across the board, really, and his endurance is really low at 85. So, you're going to have SP, maybe another couple of speed synergies for acceleration or agility, but it's going to be kind of tough. His shot power at 92 is also on the lower end for this stage of the game. Usually you want to see at least, the high 90 shot power with a lower accuracy. I'd actually rather prefer that on a defenseman. His passing puck control isn't bad. Awareness is okay at 90, but the size does make him usable. So if you can get him for, cheaper, let's see what he's going for right now as he just came out. I'm curious to see under 100K, I would assume. Right now, 100K is the only buy now. I would avoid that. I would say around 80,000 and below would be a pretty good value. Then we've got the 91 overall Stefon Roussel. I remember the beginning of the year, his icon card was actually pretty usable. He's still, again, broken record here, but suffering from the same thing with other icons. He just doesn't upgrade very well. So he's got 94 speed essentially across the board. Does have 97 agility, though. His shot in the high 80s, low 90s. Hand stats all above 90 as well. His awareness, though, is nice at 93 and 90 overall. And his faceoffs at 94 are pretty sweet. His synergies are great at 2 to DK, 1T, and SP. But again, just kind of a ho-hum card with he's a right-handed winger card that you could put on center. But I'm curious to see what he would go for if there is any pulled yet. Again, it would be under 100K that I would look for this card as well. Next up, we've got the Ottawa Senator version of Derick Brassard, 6'1", 204, 92 overall with 99 skating. Right around 90 speed, hand stats all in the high 80s, low 90s, and his faceoffs are 92. I'd much rather have this card over the Roussel card, and, this isn't a terrible card at all, especially if you're someone, again, trying to slowly upgrade that team. Maybe you don't have a lot of coins. This should go for right under 100K, maybe right around there, and would be a decent value. Then we've got the 92 overall Dave Taylor, 6 foot, 194 right-handed winger card, 93 speed, acceleration, and agility with 2 to SP, 1T, and M, 90 shot, which is nice, and his hand stats are kind of in the low to mid-90s, which is also very nice. Can't put him at center, obviously. Again, just kind of it's tough. You don't want to invest a ton of coins. He should be cheaper, but at 92 overall, I have a feeling he'd be over 100K. I would avoid that. 70 maybe would be the most I would go for him, just because, again, there are better options out there that have higher skating that are a bit bigger as well. So this one would be a pass. If I were to pack it, I would sell him. And we've got the 92 overall Martin Baron. I loved him as a Sabre in the early 2000s. Unfortunately, only 6'2". His stats and whatnot, his build is very good. It's just kind of too small. So if you are maybe an old Sabres fan, this Marty Baron card might be of some use to you, but unfortunately just not really usable. You'd get frustrated. Then we've got the 93 overall Jacob Slavin, 6'3", 205. Great size, certainly, and his skating at 99 overall is fantastic. 92 shot power, 86 accuracy. You want to see a little bit better there, but he's got 2 to 1T, which is a great, combo. His awareness stats are fantastic. This is a really good left-handed defenseman card before you're trying to bridge the gap into those high-end ones. This one would be a very, very good buy, depending on what he goes for, but maybe in the future I'll do he might be a good value. We've got the 93 Adam Graves. Ho-hum speed, but 2 to SP, does have 96 speed, acceleration, and agility, which is okay. Again, with synergies, that's not bad. Mid-90s shot. This card, you could probably talk me into this one, but if I packed it, I don't know, I'd probably sell it just because, again, even though he does have synergies that'll boost it up, I still feel 99 overall skating just from without synergies is going to be a faster player. But everything else considered, it's not bad at all. The only downfall is obviously he's a winger card, so that does subtract his value, and he's only 6 foot. So just, with how this game plays, that makes him a little bit less valuable, but not terrible by any means. And he could be a usable left-handed winger card for sure. And we've got the 94 overall Tomas Plekanec, 5'11", so that right there makes it pretty tough. But he does have 99 speed with 93 power and 89 accuracy, 91 hand stats with 96 face-off, so he could be usable. But again, there's just so many other options that are in the over 6 feet tall with 99 skating and a decent shot. Unless you're Montreal Canadian fan, this one probably a pass for me. But if I were to pack him, I would just sell him. Following him, we've got the 94 overall Brooks Orpik, 6'3", 217 with 99 skating. That's pretty much enough for me with 96 slap shot power. 83 accuracy is rough, but with 89 passing, puck control, and 99 body checking with 95 defensive awareness. This is a really, really good left-handed defenseman card. And, with the fact that his some of his stats are lower, I'm curious to see if there's one on the market yet, as he's probably going to be pretty pricey. 260, 255, anywhere around 200 is actually a really good value. If he gets around 225, this would be a pretty decent buy for sure. Then we've got one of the higher releases. We've got the 97 overall PK Subban. So he's 6 foot and he's 210 with 99 skating, which is great. 98 slap shot power, 87 accuracy, and then mid 90 or high 90s for passing, puck control, and body checking. Awareness stats are almost maxed out as well. This is a really good right-handed defenseman card, even though he's only 6 foot. This is a definitely usable card. It kind of reminds me a lot of the icon Paul Coffey. But yeah, you could definitely use this card, especially on right defenses. There's still, even at the end game, there's just not a ton of super, sought after right defensemen in this game. So this is definitely a usable card for sure. Plus, he does have 2 to X, which doesn't benefit him, but, just being able to activate it a little bit easier for other players is, definitely usable. And then I alluded to it earlier, one of my favorite players, 97 overall, Evander Kane, 6'2", 212. This card always plays fantastic every single year. 99 skating, mid to high 90s shooting, all of his hand stats above 95, body checking 96, awareness stats over 90, stick checking 95. This is a perfect build card for NHL 20. If you were to pack him, I would keep him, to be honest with you, unless you were super hut rich. But no, this is a fantastic card, and I can't wait to grab him for sure. So, guys, I also wanted to discuss Team of the Season updates, as I get a lot of questions in my streams and on my videos in terms of will they keep updating, as, with the coronavirus and the pandemic, with the season being canceled, obviously they haven't really updated because of performance. So the Team of the Season cards will no longer receive that +1 update every single month. That was only for the 2 months prior. I did hear that they will look to see about prime times and things like that to, over the next, month or two, to see about upgrading some of the Team of the Season guys. But yeah, unfortunately, they will not receive the automatic update, which is a shame, because I really want my Tomasino to get a little bit higher, as he was one of my favorite Ice Dogs. So, guys, I just wanted to get that out to you. But yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments section down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Please subscribe if you haven't already for daily Hut content.